Hey, good morning, Rockets. This is Mr. Panazzo. Happy Wednesday, November 11th, 2020. Have several announcements for you today, so that's why I'm making this video. So let's get some of the nuts and bolts out of the way. First of all, today's lunch is a cheese quesadilla and steamed green beans. Happy birthday to Kylie Hayford. Happy birthday, Kylie. And then yoga meets tomorrow after school in Mrs. Peel's room at 1:30. The other reason I'm coming to you this morning is that today is November 11th, which is Veterans Day. So in 1919, we started celebrating this day as Armistice Day, which basically was the 1-year anniversary of the unofficial end of World War I. And the end of the war was signed in the 11th hour, on the 11th day, in the 11th month. So today is 11/11, and it was signed at 11 o'clock. So we are honoring veterans today, anybody who has served either in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or Coast Guard, and especially those who are no longer with us and have paid that ultimate sacrifice. But if you know somebody who's a veteran of our armed forces, this is a day to make sure that you reach out to them and say thank you for your service, because they have allowed us and their work has allowed us to continue to have all the wonderful freedoms that we have here in the United States. The other reason I am coming to you today is because we're going to make a shift to our band and choir classes. And it's an unfortunate kind of reverting back to the way that we started. The reason for this, and I want to let you know that this is not an easy decision, but the reason that we are doing this is because of the tremendous amount of COVID numbers that are happening in our community. While we are doing a really good job here at RPI, I keep waiting for the shoe to drop, essentially, and for us to eventually have to go virtual. Now, there is no plan for us to go virtual at this point. However, if we take our numbers of kids that are mixing with one another and decrease that significantly, we have a chance of staying in school a lot longer than maybe some other schools. There are a number of high schools and middle schools that have gone virtual around us, yet our numbers still continue to be at a great space. So starting today, what we are going to be doing is going back to our original band and choir schedule. So let me give you kind of an idea of what that'll look like today. So in Block A today, which is that first group of 5th graders for choir, Mrs. Kingma and Mrs. Hazard's groups will go to class. And in that Block B, Mrs. Coyne and Mrs. Marvin's group will go today. Anybody else who was supposed to have choir today will not have it. Only those 4 classes. So Kingma and Hazard together, Coyne and Marvin together, and that's it. Your teachers will go over the rest of that schedule. For 6th grade, for both band and choir, Meekoff and Moore, you'll go today, and Warren and Terpstra will also go today. So Block A will be Meekoff Moore, Block B will be Warren and Terpstra. So again, we're doing this simply because we want to reduce any chances of a viral spread here in the building and a viral outbreak here in the building that would cause us, to go virtual. We're doing this hopefully temporarily, but we believe at this point that this is the safest thing to do. So that's really all I have for announcements today. Teachers, if you could please take this moment after this is done to say the Pledge of Allegiance with your classrooms, we'd appreciate it. Have a great day, Rockets.